Alright, welcome everybody to another Why We Hunt episode. And today's special guest is Pelzio. You
Hey,
wanna introduce yourself, Pelzio?
yeah. I'm definitely quite a casual trophy hunter. I've done trophy hunting for the past 2 years now. Kind of do a mix of both, like some trash and just like general games that I like here and there. So much more of a casual trophy hunter, but I do delve into different areas when I want to.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to act really surprised and on spur of the moment making things up because we had to re-record this episode. So pardon any lack of enthusiasm on our part. And
Just pretend it was a rehearsal.
yeah, the speech rehearsal, right?
Yeah.
So, before we get into trophies, why don't you tell us about your gaming background before you, I don't know, before since the beginning of your your video gaming days.
Okay, so the the first time I ever played a game in general was when my older brother gave me his Game Boy, and he gave me Pokemon Yellow with it, which I guess was kind of like an advanced game to start off with. I don't know,
Well, what kind of games
like
would you start off with? Like Mario or something, I guess?
yeah, maybe, like something like a 2D side scroller, though that would be easy to pick up. But like Pokemon is like an RPG kind of game, so it's like I guess it's kind of hard for a kid to pick that up, especially the original Pokemon. I know that modern Pokemon is a lot more catered towards like kids, but at the time it's kind of like an advanced and confusing thing for me to pick up.
I like
But
the
yeah,
original Pokemon better, actually. I think that the new Pokemon's a tad too easy, but
yeah, but that's what I mean. Like they cater more to like kids now, so it's easier to get into for kids, I suppose.
or just
But
not hardcore gamers in general. But yeah, I remember when I was playing Pokemon, I had to like level grind and all this stuff too.
yeah, you don't have to do that anymore in modern Pokemon games.
Not at all.
Yeah. But so yeah, after that, like I think I played a few other games on Game Boy, like Tetris. What else did I have? I think I eventually got a Game Boy Advance, and I played things like what was it? There was like there was like this crossover thing. Like it was like Spyro Orange and Crash Purple. They did like this kind of like weird crossover thing. I remember playing both of them. But so after like my little Game Boy kind of era, like my introduction to Nintendo, I got a PlayStation One, and I got games like Final Fantasy VII, Crash. What else? Oh, that's been so long. Oh, I had Bust a Move. That was a good one.
Bust a move. Oh, I like that game.
Yeah, Bust a Move was a good one. Simpsons Wrestling, a bunch of like little stuff like that. But yeah, that was my first delve into PlayStation, and then like just worked its way up, and now here we are. I'm playing on the PS4. I'm addicted to like trophies now.
Well, you don't solely earn trophies either. I mean, you play some
Yeah, no, no,
stuff
no.
on Switch. I know that.
Yeah, I'm like both a PlayStation and Nintendo player, but I don't I guess I don't like stress myself over being a completionist with Nintendo stuff. I think that's the main difference.
Well, I mean, in Pokemon, don't you try to catch them all?
Yeah, but like when I played recently, I played Paper Mario Origami King recently, but I didn't bother to like 100% that.
Yeah, part of me, at least from my end, I've been 100%ing stuff so long. Part of me just wants to play some games where I don't care too much. But it sounds like you do that, so maybe that's also why it helps it not get to you. I guess the need to 100% things.
Yeah, I feel like the balance that I have with Nintendo is like a good kind of balance for mental health, I guess, because I feel like I would go insane if I was doing nothing but like going for grindy like completion. all the time.
Yeah, it gets to you.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah, I mean, when I've taken, I don't know, breaks if you want to call it, and just played Pokemon for a few days or Tetris 99 or something like that, it's I don't know, it's just nice to go explore the game, not have to worry about anything trophy wise and and all this stuff. In regards to, I mean, you say you're kind of a casual trophy hunter, so like
Yeah, for the most part.
leaderboards don't really matter too much to you,
I
or
don't. They don't not matter at all. I do like competing with leaderboard at times. Like I just set myself a goal to get top 100 in my country by the end of the year. I don't think I'm going to reach that because I've been like kind of
what are you at right now?
kind of slow. I'm like, oh, what am I in the country? Let me check. I am 464. I don't think I'm going to get there in 4 months. I mean, I could.
Well, I mean, if you're playing all the really fast
Yeah.
5 minute stuff.
Yeah, well, if I just like played a bunch of like fast stuff, then yeah, I could get there in 4 months. But I don't think I'm gonna play enough to do that.
Because you'll burn yourself out and you'll go miserable.
I'll probably do like some, but not enough. Maybe I'll set that for my 2021 goal.
So, in regards to like genres and stuff that you play, what kind of game are you in regards to that?
So the two main genres I play are JRPGs and 3D platformers. I love both of them. I feel JRPGs more than 3D platformers, but there will always be like a time where like I'm going to be craving a 3D platform and I need to just play one. I need to get that good balance out, but I love both those genres. This is my two favorite by far.
What are some of your favorite games in each of those?
With JRPGs, the Kingdom Hearts series definitely. Well, most of the Kingdom Hearts series is like probably one or two that I'll be like, put on the side.
Chain of Misery. How did you feel about that one?
I mean, it could have been worse. I guess I should have coded it. That one could have been worse, but that one was definitely my least favorite Chain of Memories. And what was the other one I didn't like? Oh, I didn't like Coded either. I played Coded on the DS, and I wasn't a huge fan of that one either. Those are like probably my two least favorite ones. But so yeah, for other JRPGs, Dragon Quest 11 in particular, like please pick that up if you haven't. It's really freaking good, and like Dragon Quest S is actually coming out on PS4 at the end of the year, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
So you're gonna replat it again?
Yeah, for sure. Because I think you've seen it already. Dragon Quest 11 S has that like little classic mode.
Yeah.
That you can play. Yeah, it looks awesome. I feel like I'd really enjoy that. I'd love to try that out. But yeah, Dragon Quest, another good JRPG. Final Fantasy series. Those probably like the three big. I mean, they're three very popular JRPGs, but those are like the three.
Well, I'm a big fan of JRPGs, so props on that.
Oh, they're all Square Enix.
That is true.
3D platformers. Oh, excuse me. I'd say like Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Hat in Time, stuff like that. I absolutely love. And I actually played through Destroy Humans recently, which I guess it's not really a 3D platform. It's like kind of like it has platforming elements, but that was a good one that I played in the past week.
Yeah, I liked all those ones you listed, especially Ratchet and Clank, because that is my favorite.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank is fantastic.
Probably one of my top favorite series of anything, top 3. So
that's a big.
What was that?
That's a big statement for Ratchet and Clank being in your top 3.
That is a big one. It would be like a PS5 seller to me. But
that's actually the main selling point for me at the moment. Ratchet and Clank looks awesome. It's like the new one.
Yeah, it does. So not having to deal with the leaderboard, I guess, it does make it so you don't feel like you need to rush through stuff, and you can play some long JRPGs and things like that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like at a point on the leaderboard where me playing long JRPGs will still give me like somewhat progress on the leaderboard. And so I guess like even in that sense, like it doesn't feel too taxing to me. Actually, I think I'm at the point now. If I was like to play a 100-hour game, my leaderboard rank just wouldn't move by the time I finished it. So I'm at that kind of point now. But I can still play a lot of like decently long JRPGs and still make some nice progress and have a nice 100% to show for it.
Yeah, see, higher up you go, the less you can do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, the less you can do that.
And I remember those days where it was just anything was beneficial. Of course, it was such a different era because every plat was average like 20 hours anyway. So
when you get to like the top 50, you can't really progress unless you actually just like delve into the pile.
Yeah, and you gotta play all of the trash heap to get there. To even just maintain at that point.
Yeah. The top area is definitely like
it's a different.
It's a different way to play, really.
Yeah, it's a completely different way to play. But so you say don't consider yourself a completionist on Switch, but what about PlayStation? Like if you pick up a game and you just hate it, what are you gonna do about it? You gonna finish it? You gonna throw it in the trash? Sell it?
For the most part, I won't finish it. I buy most of my stuff digitally now, so I won't even be able to sell it. But I don't sell games anyway. Even if like I buy a game, I play it for like 10 minutes. I never like sell it. But if I don't like a game, I like just like collecting. Even if it's like a game I really like, I like just having that in like a library just in case. But then again, that just in case library just builds up so much.
Yes, they do.
But yeah, there will be times where like I don't like a game too much and I won't just bother going for that. Like recently, I mean, I like this game. Like I tried out Fall Guys recently because it was like free and plus, but I didn't like it enough to go for the plat, so I decided not to try to go for the plat.
Yeah, so you'll just pick up and start a game. You won't research. Oh, this is so hard, or this is so long, so many missables.
Sometimes I get put off by how long it is. Maybe like some games will just be like unnecessarily grindy, like to the point where it's just no longer any fun.
Like it's like a 10-hour game, but it's a 100-hour plat because you guys spend 90 hours running through the same level over and over.
I'm just there, just killing a little goblin for like 90 hours.
Yeah,
or something like that. But there are times where I'll be put off. I feel like something that excessive, I would definitely not bother with. I don't think there's like too many examples where like it does get that excessive, but for the most part,
yeah, I'd say not so much nowadays. I remember a lot more of those back in the day, of
just like
killing the same goblin over and over again for 50 hours straight, or whatnot. But yeah, I feel like it's. I mean, I think trophies in general are just easier and less grindy and faster and whatnot.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
So, when did you start trophy hunting? You said you got a PS3 and stuff, but did you right away you were into trophies, or?
I didn't get right away into trophies. Like I didn't really start doing it seriously until like 2 years ago. I did like even more casually back then. Like it was just kind of whatever. I feel like I didn't even platinum this game, but Little Big Planet I played on the PS3, and I tried to go for the 100% in that, and then I realized I had to actually be creative at making levels. Then I realized,
You mean you're not creative?
well, when I was a kid, my brain couldn't handle like the level editing system. It was so simplistic, but I was like a dumb kid. But there was like things like you had to get like 10 favorites on your player, or like get a level with 100 hearts, or there was some trophies like that. But I remember I actually went through every level and aced them. By ace, it means like you go through the entire level without dying. And that was one of my like best accomplishments when I was younger. I was really proud that I aced all the LBP levels. Like that was a lot of really tricky ones in that. But that was like the first game where like I followed like a trophy list, and I was probably like 13, 14 at the time. So my first kind of delve into trophies, I was like 13 or 14. Then afterwards, it was just kind of like, I know my first ever platinum was Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, because I guess that one had like a fairly simple trophy list, and I was always just a big fan of the series, so that being my first plat is quite nice actually. But yeah, it all just like slowly escalated until so I basically like I kind of competed with friends from school for a small bit, but I would always be ahead of them just because like most of them would only play multiplayer games, and I would play a lot of single player ones. I was the only one that did that for the most part, unless it was like maybe Skyrim or something like that. Like most of my friends at school didn't really play any single player games, but then in high school, I actually started like seriously competing with a friend, and that's when I just kind of shot off, where I just kind of like got heavily into it, and now I just like try and platinum as much as I can. I think it's the way to put it. Like I don't platinum everything, but I platinum like I motivate myself to like go for 100% like as much as I can.
What about like playing really short games, like 10-minute stuff? Where are you on that?
I do it sometimes. Like if I want to like go up the leaderboard really quickly, maybe like I sometimes do like just going for like quite a bit of trash and then getting the quantity up. Because I play games which are both like quantity and quality. I kind of do a mix of both. But I think one main issue with it is that when you get into that territory, it can be pretty pricey. Because you're spending like, well, in my case, it'd be like £5 for something you play for 10 minutes. And then let's say like...
yeah, you quote-unquote play for 10 minutes.
Yeah. So, let's just say like 5 minutes, £5 for a 10-minute plat. That you play 200 minutes a day, that'd be £100 a day.
Yeah.
Like it could be a really expensive hobby if you crack down to that.
Yeah, no, you're basically just buying the plat at that point.
Yeah, really. I mean, there are some games which are literally just that.
I mean, some of them are decent games, but then they just make the list, like, so short, and then it's just like... I personally just get tempted to move on. I don't know if you carry on with the game after you've gotten the plat, but... Well, maybe we should extend that question in general. Do you play games that you've already got all the trophies in? Like, still keep playing them? Or just move on to something else?
I think that only happens if it's a multiplayer game. I don't think I'd do that if it was. I don't think I'd do that anymore if it's a single player game, unless maybe it's like a Nintendo thing or something. Maybe then I would, but I don't like 100% Nintendo games too much either. So yeah, I think it comes down to usually stop playing after I get the plat, unless it's a multiplayer game.
Okay, yeah, I guess I could see that. What about stacking and stuff? Where are you on that?
With stacking, I don't mind doing it, but I don't think.
Well, I guess we
it
could
should
separate it into two categories. How about? Well, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that I don't think stacks should be a thing, and that every game should have one trophy list for it. That's what I was gonna mention.
Yeah, I think that would be. I agree with you on that. It used to be that stacks were super rare. Now it's like almost
mostly.
Now it's almost rare if we don't get a stack.
Yeah, now there's separate trophy lists for the PS4 and the Vita and regional stacks and all that jazz.
Well, it's like almost every list has at least NA and EU now, and
yeah,
like not even for just like the short games. I'm talking like just in general. It seems like half the lists have multiple regions to them, if not more. But
I mean, there's not a lot of cases where like only singular lists come out, which is nice, but
of course, then they're offset by the ones that have 6 to 8 lists.
Yeah. I feel like it was something that Sony used to be a bit more strict on, and now like they don't care about it, and they use. I'm pretty sure like just Sony are using trophies just as like a quick buck at the moment with a lot of these like stacks and short games.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's Sony. I think Sony just doesn't care. I think some of the developers have been doing that, or publishers, but I don't think Sony just. I think Sony just doesn't even care at all, to be honest with you, about their trophy system anymore. It'll just be like a when we have a press conference, we'll mention trophies in 2 sentences in the entire thing. I mean, that's basically what it has been. So, in regards to, well, are there some stacks you enjoy getting? Like if it's a really good game?
Yeah, if it's a good game, like at the moment I'm doing the PS4 stacks for Kingdom Hearts, because I did them all on PS3. So far I've got 1 Unchained Memories done, so I'm going to be starting 2 pretty soon. So yeah, when it's like a game I really like, then yeah, like as we mentioned earlier as well, Dragon Quest 11S is basically it's basically just a stack of Dragon Quest 11.
Well, we don't know how the list is gonna be. Could be a Persona 5 Royal deal where the game is 30%.
It's not quite like the same level of stiffness of Royal, but I see where you're coming from. They could do a different. They could do a trophy relating to like the classic mode or whatever. So yeah, we'll have to see then. It could be the same one. If it's the same list, I just class it as a stack, really.
Yeah, I could see that. It could just be a very shortened list too, though. But
I hope not. That's what Royal was, and yeah.
Yeah, so you're also not a fan when the lists aren't really complete.
Yeah, let's use like Persona 5 as an example. Like, there's like quite a few grindy like fun things which I really enjoyed that I did in the original Persona 5, and then in Royal they kind of took all of that away. And I mean, I guess I can kind of see in a way, because the way that they changed it was to like show off like new things that they added. But I also kind of just dislike that people can just like get the platinum without seeing everything that the game has to offer.
Well, I think that's a good example, but it's not even like the most extreme that we have nowadays. Like it's a lot of games. You don't have to do everything anymore. When before it was you had to do everything in the game, plus kill your goblin 50 hours straight. and play the game on every single difficulty and all this stuff.
You know, I'm glad I'm not killing a goblin for 50 hours straight. I can live without that.
What if it's a fun goblin battle, though?
It would have to be a very fun and interesting goblin battle for me to fight the same goblin for 50 hours.
Yeah, so has, would you say trophies have changed the way you approach games?
Yeah, in a way, because I encourage myself to go for like 100% more. So like before, I would just stop playing a game once. I just want to play something else. I pretty much done with this. I've finished the story, and now I'm like, no. We still gotta get all the collectibles and play through the game without dying. We have to still do all this. So yeah, I do just kind of like I find it harder to like move on from a game now if I haven't finished it. Like if I haven't 100% it. So yeah, it has changed my attitude a fair bit towards at least PlayStation games.
What about like using guides for games? You do so like right off the bat? Do you like,
No,
you try to do the most efficient route to get to the platinum, or do you mess around in the game, or does it depend?
I will check a guide before I play a game, but not to follow the guide, only to check missables. And if so I'll go to check missables. If there are none, I'll just do like a normal playthrough. I won't look at a guide. I'll wait until I've like done a playthrough of the game, and then the guide comes out if I need it. So then again, there's another case. I won't use the guide if like I find that like I don't really need to use it. Because I've been like, there are a lot of cases where that is the case. It's just like the game gives you like the knowledge of what you have to do for everything at times. But when it doesn't, that's when like the guide comes out. And oh no, something else I was going to say. I've lost it now.
You'll remember in 10 hours from now, and we won't re-record because
I'll remember it when I'm fighting the goblin.
Yeah, on hour 36 of that goblin battle.
And you're just like, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Now you made me lose my train of thought on my next question. Thank you. It must be the goblin conversation. Now I got this image of this dude whacking a goblin with a wooden sword in my mind.
Yeah, I need to find that game with the 50-hour goblin trophy.
And it's going to be called 50 Hours of Goblin Hunting or something. Goblins no more. 50 hours wasted of my life. But, alright, so what you said you don't care about the leaderboard too much. I mean, you kind of do.
Yeah, to an extent, I care about it.
Would you say you have, like, personal goals towards plat counts or trophy counts or level counts or?
Yeah, as I said before, I try to get, or I want to get top 100 in my country. So like that's a little goal that I set for myself. I don't stress myself out over it. Like hence why I'm still like a bit of a way off. But it's like the milestone which I'm kind of aiming for at the moment.
And probably a difficult question, but why does that matter to you?
Why does it matter to me again?
Being top 100.
It's just a fun little goal for me, I guess. Like, I do somewhat enjoy playing for like leaderboard ranks. I won't go absolutely ham with it and just like play word search for. You know, I shouldn't say that because I've stacked word search 3 times.
What?
But yeah, I'm not just gonna like play nothing but like puzzle games or like quick point.
I like puzzle games though. I'm a fan.
But it depends. Like Palgi games, like are usually quite short. I'm not just gonna like play 6 word mazes or whatever. just to like get all the way to top 100. It'll be like a mix. I'll play like some trash here and there. I'll play good games, and then once I get to that goal, it'll be satisfying, I suppose. I mean, at least I think it will be satisfying.
I don't know. Whenever I get to goals like that, or have gotten to goals like that, then it's always like, oh, what was the next one? Oh, what was the next one?
Well, I'll let you know once I get to it if it's satisfying or not.
All right, we'll have you on again once you reach top 100, and you can let the world know. Let all like 60 subscribers know that I'll have at the time. So I guess, I mean, it's kind of similar to that, but I guess I'm trying to ask the question of why you hunt trophies.
Why I hunt trophies? I think it's just a good hobby. Like, it's a hobby that I enjoy. I enjoy gaming in general, but I feel like trophies is just kind of like expanded to that hobby. So that's why I've came into the place which I have. It's made me play games to its fullest. Well, not all the time. Obviously, it's always like case by case, isn't it? Like I say, like it's making me play games to their fullest, but it's not always the case.
I mean, it sounds like, and I kind of feel this way too, where if it's a plat in, say, Kingdom Hearts, it doesn't feel the same as if you bought one of your £5, 10-minute games. I guess for me, I'm personally just questioning why we're doing, especially over the last week, why we're paying $5 or pounds to basically not even play a game, just to up our plat count by 1 or 2 if it's crossed by, when we could be playing some 100-hour JRPG that we really like and the trophies feel more satisfying. I don't know if you have any thought on that, but
I suppose that's why I go for a balance. That's why, like, I don't out my wallet, and I also get platinums that I find satisfying. Because for sure, I don't find £5 10-minute game satisfying. I was going to say platifying. I stumbled on my words there, but yeah. So I just go for that little balance, which I feel like is I'm personally happy at the moment. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and if that doesn't change, then I'm not going to change the way I go about it. I'm just going to do the same thing where I'll sometimes play trash. I'll sometimes play something that is satisfying.
Or something on the Switch that doesn't have trophies at all.
Yeah, it's basically just if there's a game I want to play, in simple terms.
Yeah, I guess for me, I'm still trying to figure gaming out, which is part of the reason of this series, and get other perspectives on things, other people's perspectives. Kind of going along with that, did you ever experience trophy burnout?
Trophy burnout.
Where you just played so much trash that you were just I can't deal with this anymore.
Probably. I'm trying to think. It's probably oh, actually, I know. It was when I think you know this already, but I like to do all my PSNP milestones as Persona games. And Persona 5 Royal was coming out. It was around the corner, so I was still a fair way off for my next milestone. So I went through as much trash as I could, and it got to the point where I did just want to stop. It was so close to the launch, but
how much are we talking? We talking 50 games? We talking
not far off. I was well, maybe not 50. I think I was I did Royal for my 200th. When I did for my 200th. So I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of Scramble. It may be Scramble. It's one of the two. I think I was at 200 and 27 plats or something, and I was like, oh no, it comes out in like a week from now. So in like the period of a week, I did like 22 trash games, which I guess to some people are like, yeah, that's not a lot, but I don't know. I guess for me that was a lot to do in like a week, 22 trashy games, and I ended up like just wanting to just stop and turn my PS4 off. Like, I want to do something else.
I know the feeling.
I got there in the end, but I definitely that was definitely too much trash in a week for me.
Yeah, but so for the most part though, you don't feel that. It sounds like you don't feel that way because you play a mix of your games you really like, and you don't feel time pressured to get them done.
Yeah, no, not at all. Because I imagine like you'll often feel time pressured because like people will like overtake you on the leaderboard and it's hard to like keep up. But I guess even if like I'm falling back on the leaderboard, I don't feel too pressured because I don't move all that much. But I don't know. I feel like the further I get into like this kind of trophy hunting experience, the more I'm gonna like understand how people feel. The further I get in, I'm gonna like understand more and more how people feel about the leaderboard and all that jazz. But at the moment, I'm in a very like chill. I guess chill position. I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, I see people. Whenever I see people that post like, "Oh, it's my 20th platinum" or something, I think I feel happier for them because I remember what it felt. Well, maybe not fully remember what it felt like, but I was definitely more satisfied with each individual plat at that point for a couple reasons. One, because I wasn't playing a bunch of trash stuff, but two, because it was like, I don't want to say newer, but it was I mean, after getting 2,000 something plats, it's just kind of like on to the next one, for the most part.
Add it to the pile.
Yeah. And then also, it's just like people at the top of the leaderboards, it's just like you basically have to play all the fast stuff and you just have to keep up. Oh, it's like excruciating at times.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I don't know. It's a completely different world. I mean, there's still trophies, there's still platinums and stuff like that, but it's just like a completely different world. When you're just playing only trash, as opposed to when you're only playing big game, like big games you really enjoy. And I think that I kind of miss those days, to be honest with you. But
yeah, I can imagine.
And you're kind of just like in the middle. It sounds like you're mostly just earning the trophies for yourself, and your own goals that way. Would you say that these trash plats make trophies in general? I mean, you got 265 plats right now on this very pink screen that I'm staring at.
I actually got one today.
Oh, maybe it didn't no. Oh, it must have updated because it's PS4.
My 265th one I got today.
Why didn't it update? It shouldn't PS4. I mean, you're on my friends list. I would think it would update right away.
Yeah, but it says 265, so that's right, isn't it?
Oh, 265. Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually saying I got my 265th today.
Oh, okay. And you have exactly 3,000 silver. I've been staring at that. I've been staring at that the entire time I'm talking to you.
That is satisfying.
And I'm like, wow, that's so satisfying.
Quit.
No, you gotta go to 3,000 plats and then quit. What was I gonna say now? I'm looking at those other numbers and that 1636 is so unsatisfying. You got two that end in 5, which is half satisfying. You got one that's just pure 3,000. Like smack dab in the middle of my screen right now.
I'm more satisfied that my overall trophy count isn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's too high up.
Oh. Yeah, but you can flip the 96 upside down, it'll still be 96. 1, 2, 3,
Good point.
96, and 96. But, going back to that question, you might have answered it already, and I might have lost my train of thought or memory. But, all those fast plats, did they make just your other plats in general feel a little bit lesser in value? Just because there's like a plat is so easy to get nowadays if you want to just spend £5.
Plats as a whole feel like they have less value, but plats like independently, like plats which are actually still like impressive and somewhat difficult to get, still have value to them. I think is the best way to put it. So like overall, yes, they have less value, but those individual ones that still have like decent trophy lists and are actually like proper good trophy lists, proper good games, those haven't lost their value. Like it'll still be just as satisfying to me getting a trophy of that, a platinum of that difficulty as it was back in the day.
I feel like they get kind of lost in the trophy list, though. I mean, I know you said you milestone your stuff, but it's just kind of like, it's just one of those 265, and just buried that no one's gonna see it anymore, unless it's like some, I don't know, they go onto profiles and it's some 0.01% rare plat or something like that, and it's at the top of your profile. Other than that, I don't know. Seems like
One thing,
they just
a
get
good part
buried.
about it is you can talk to like other trophy hunters about it. Like you've done the 100%. If somebody else goes to do the 100%, you can actually like talk to them about it, relate to them, and even like help them out. So in a way, it just kind of like adds to your like library of knowledge. So it's not like a complete waste of time, and like um, it is cool like discussing the games with people and like how people feel about the trophy lists. I do think there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot more value in doing things that like that than people actually think. Like
Yeah, I've
just
actually never
having the conversation about those games.
I've actually never considered that point. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I don't think anyone's ever brought that up before.
What, the conversation of just like the trophy list?
Yeah, being able to talk about the game or something.
Yeah, I do think it's quite an important point to consider.
Let's see, what else? I feel like there's big stuff we're missing, even though we had this conversation 2 days ago. Essentially.
It's still missing somewhere. Lost it.
Yeah, we still lost it. What's your favorite plat you ever got?
Alright, well, you asked me this 2 days ago, and
Now you don't remember, or you have a different...
Well, I remember what I said, but I don't think that is my favourite plat. I said before was like, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, but I'm pretty sure there's something which I'm more proud of. But I just don't know what that would be. Like, I could think of loads of trophies, loads of platinums I'm proud of, but like just picking a favourite is so hard. Like Birth by Sleep was awesome. Yakuza Kiwami was awesome. Okami was awesome. I'm trying to think, is there anything like recently I did which was like overly impressive? Chain of Memories is impressive for me getting through that. I guess like I'm just gonna say Birth by Sleep. I'm not. I can't really think about a whole lot more than that. I was quite proud to get that done, even though it was mostly just long because you essentially have to 100% the game 3 times. But it was very satisfying when I finished that game.
Alright, so you got anything else that you Any burning things you want to talk about?
Or I can plug the trophy team, can't I?
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's do that.
So yeah, I do manage the. So if you're a trophy hunter and you do streaming on Twitch, I manage the trophy hunting team. So if you do want to join it, if you want to join like the team of trophy hunters and want to actually find other trophy hunters, like one of the two, you could ask if you want to join, or you should just like use it to find other trophy hunters. And please check out the team because there's a lot of really cool people on there, and I'm sure people will find other people that like they'll share interests with, like
Same gaming styles and things like that.
yeah, very similar gaming styles. Like not everyone's into like the same genre of games, but you'll definitely find people that you can have good conversations with about trophies. It's a very easy way to do that. So yeah, please check out the team on Twitch.
And well, let's try to do a little summary of why you hunt, I guess. So you like 100%ing, or it adds more to the games that you enjoy, for the most part.
Yeah.
Sounds like you don't stress too much out about leaderboards or doing every single easy game.
Yeah, I'm quite casual about that.
And yeah, so you don't play the sufferable 2-hour video guide stuff, which I can't stand anymore. So yeah, so I mean, you're semi-competitive about it, but not super competitive.
Yeah, I mean, it could all change though. Like I feel like the further I get into it, like it could well change. But at the moment, that's how I'm just kind of like semi-competitive. I do like the leaderboard, but I don't fuss out about it.
So you did say trophies do kind of change the way you approach games.
Yeah.
You will avoid some games if they have the kill the goblin for our 50 hours trophy.
Well, that was like an example. Like, if I don't like the trophy list in general, or if I just don't like the game in general, I'll probably not do the platinum.
Well, if it's a game you really would like, you won't avoid it because of the trophy list, though?
If I really like it, no. Like, Birth by Sleep's a good example. I would have avoided Birth by Sleep if it wasn't a game that I love so much, just because I was doing the same crap over and over. But yeah, I didn't avoid doing that. As much as I didn't like, well, the trophy list for the most part was good, but it definitely was flawed in areas, which just made it much longer than it needed to be. So yeah, that's a good example of a trophy list that we usually not do unless I enjoy the game enough.
And I had another summary point, and now I can't remember what it is. Stupid goblin! Gosh darn it. Alright, well, I'll remember it later, I guess. Oh, you also feel like it's kind of almost a waste spending your £5 in 10 minutes just by a plat, but
yeah, I do think it's a waste, but I will do it
from time to time.
Again. I think it's a huge waste. Just like buy them in like huge quantities to do daily. That's a huge waste. But yeah, even so, I don't think it's too bad just to do them now and again.
Okay. Alright, well, I got some things to ponder. Everyone else can make their own opinions and whatnot from the info we've gathered from picking Pelzio's brain about why he hunts. And
there's a lot of mixed opinions on these topics, for sure.
I'm sure there are. I've been through a gambit of them.
Yeah.
My opinions go back and forth, as you know, from my rants and my Discord and my Twitch and whatnot. But all right, so where can people find you? You mentioned the Trophy Hunter team. You got any other social medias and whatnot?
I guess I'll just say like the main two that I use would probably be twitter.tv/pel, twitter.com/Pelzio, or twitch.tv/Pelzio. Those are the two main ones I use.
All right,
So
I'll put the
ever
links
need to
in the
contact me,
description.
yeah, awesome. So if you ever need to contact me, then please go to either one of those, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Until you become world famous and don't have time to talk to everybody.
I feel like I was still talking to like loads of people. I just like talking to people.
I kind of do too. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. And with that being said, everybody have a good night, good morning, enjoy your games. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys again next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.